Welcome to the Idiot Farmers, episode 27. In this episode, Mindy and Phil are playing with things that they bought on the internet because the weather's bad and there's not a lot to do outside. Enjoy! All right, go. So, Phil and I, about 3 years ago, I had a herniated disc and ended up having to get surgery on my neck. And 2 weeks ago, I started having the exact same symptoms that happened on this side, but now it's on the left side. And I'm doing physical therapy, I'm taking NSAIDs, doing all the things. I have a doctor's appointment coming up. But the pain can be pretty bad at times, and the spasm in the whole arm and down the side of my body. So for Christmas this year, Phil bought me
Pain Buster.
the Pain Buster.
Low-level laser therapy.
So why don't you say a little bit about what you read about it? And
Well, it's one of those things that's an adjunct to normal treatments. Going back a little ways, we had a spaniel named Holly, and Holly had a disc go out in her back. And our vet said she would do the low-level laser therapy. And the only time we were previously exposed to it was years ago at a UAAO convention. Some guy had it, and they were just kind of doing test treatments on people. And I can't think you had like a de Quervain's tendinosynovitis in her thumb, and she used it, and the next day she's like, son of a bitch, that's gotten better.
it did.
So then when it came around time for Holly, now Holly was paralyzed in her back legs and was dragging her back legs around, so we were having to harness her and take her around. And we thought, well, if it could ameliorate her pain, that might be a reasonable thing to do, because she seemed to be having some discomfort. So we used that on her, and within just, I think, 2 treatments of it, she started kind of doggy paddling her back legs and eventually got back to walking again, eventually walking normally. Now, I don't know how much of that was the low-level laser therapy or timing, but I can tell you that she was paralyzed for weeks prior to starting the low-level laser therapy. And within just days, she had, instead of paralysis, she had paresis, where she was moving her legs like that. And then within 2 or 3 weeks was walking on her own. So we figured it was worth a try.
So he got me this for Christmas, and this came just to show you guys what all was in here. They threw in a free, there's actually this note in here that says, hello, we just wanted to put in a little note to let you know that your shipment has been selected for a free upgrade to having our hard shell super case. So that's what this is. It's a hard shell case. We appreciate you and look forward to hearing of your success with your new Pain Buster laser. If you have any questions, reach out to us. So what we got in the box was these kind of directions sheets, ways to succeed, ways to clean it, all that good stuff. And then this is it's like a harness that you can put. So if I was trying to treat myself, I could actually put this through the harness and then just harness it to my body, which is kind of neat. And then these sunglasses that you're supposed to wear when you're doing treatments. So, and since Phil's actually doing the treatment on my back, he can wear the fun glasses.
I don't really need to wear them, because the big danger is if you accidentally blast yourself in the face with it. But I keep it turned on to her skin the whole time. So the fact that we're working on her back makes it a little bit easier. We're not right up in her face or anything. So
Phil looked up some protocols, because the one thing I will say that was a little difficult with what we got, there's a lot of kind of technical jargon in here, but not a lot of easy to follow processes. So Phil got online and he did find some protocols for cervical disc issues.
From Pain Buster.
Yeah, they have them, it just wasn't in the package. So we just wanted to kind of show you how this works, and then we'll let you know over the journey. We've done one treatment, which was 2 days or day before yesterday. You're supposed to do it every other day. So here we go.
Yeah, there's 3 different settings, and the different settings we use on different areas. And I think it has to do with the wavelength and the predicted amount it's going to penetrate.
So what setting are you using?
Okay, this one is GS1, and this one's supposed to be for the lymphatics. And so they kind of just give you some general, a couple of spots to hit. These are mid-trapezius spots, and apparently it's going to stimulate her lymphatics to
Drain. Drain.
Stimulate her lymphatics, period.
Um,
And we're supposed to do it every other day, and it's about a minute per area, and that changes over time. But I think you kind of start off kind of slow.
the one thing that I'll say about the first treatment was when he actually put it on my spine, I felt a little lightheaded. But with this disc injury that I have this time, I've been feeling lightheaded, which didn't happen the last time. That's really the big change. I'm also getting like pain in my head when I bend over, which didn't happen the last time. So I don't know if the dizziness I experienced was from the machine or just because he's touching that. It seems like anytime I like bend over or have move my neck in a certain way, it causes that dizziness. So it could just be from that. And so my experience right now is absolutely nothing. Like I can't feel anything. It's not warm. It's not cold. I mean, there's no like pulsatile anything. It just feels like he's touching me with a thing like a probe. Also, even though the problem is on the left side, the protocols say to do both sides with
Yeah.
because
Sorry.
because it is actually the first round is lymphatic and the second round is actually vascular, so it's supposed to improve blood flow to that area. So you want to kind of make sure that it's balanced on both sides. And then the third is neurologic, right? Or musculoskeletal.
I don't really remember. I think the second one is like deep muscle,
Okay.
which is probably blood flow. I don't claim to understand how this works, to be perfectly honest with you. I think it's odd, but I can tell you that the thing with the Quervain's tenosynovitis when she had it, I couldn't believe that because she hadn't had it just one day; it was weeks.
Mm-hmm.
And that stupid thing went away in one day. We're like, "What is this?"
Yeah.
Flashing LEDs,
Yeah.
but they're actually lasers. I mean, it's
we have seen it work before, and
Yeah.
a lot of people who work with musculoskeletal complaints, like chiropractors, physical therapists, osteopaths like us, are using these in their practices. So, I actually looked up some of the actual studies on it, and there have been some pretty decent studies on it. They're not big studies, but they did show that there was pain relief with this. So, like 80% of the time.
the thing is, it's not likely to cause you any harm.
Yeah.
So it's reasonable to try.
It may help. It won't hurt. And at this point, I'm really willing to do anything because it's also, I haven't been able to get to the physical therapist as often as I'd like because we've had really bad weather. And so we just haven't been able to make that happen. So that's why everyone gets to see Mindy in her sports bra.
It's just miserable weather outside, so we're in lounging around clothes.
Well, I mean, you had to put that right on my skin, so it didn't make sense to have a shirt on. Believe me, it's freezing. I will be going to put a sweatshirt on as soon as this video is over.
This is the one that's directly over the bone.
And it's interesting because I can feel this one a little bit. And I don't know
This is a different setting.
Oh, okay. It feels like a little bit like maybe ants are crawling under my skin or something.
980 nanometer laser.
It's really weird too because it also makes the headache a little bit like it's sort of throbby in here that wasn't there before. So it's definitely, affecting whatever it is that's affecting me.
Yeah. Okay, that's it.
Okay. So there we go. Like I said, we'll keep you.
And I have a lateral epicondylitis, so I've been playing with on my arm.
Well, and actually, I banged my arm into the wall the other day where I've had the surgery, and it's bruised and it hurts when I touch it. So I was using it on that too, just to see. But bye.
Bye.
We are 1 month later at this point, and between physical therapy, some somatic yoga, and the use of the pain buster, I'm actually almost 100% pain free at this point. Still having some fasciculations in my arms, but certainly a lot better off than I was the first time that this happened. And I'm luckily going to be able to avoid any further interventions at this point. We're going to continue physical therapy and continue to use this device, but I would definitely give it 2 thumbs up. Good morning. I am going to be using a conditioner today called Overtone that deposits color in your hair. As you can see, I'm trying to grow my gray out, and so I have a lot of this leftover blonde from when I was trying to just sort of meld it together, but it's about, my natural color is about down to here now. And so I thought I'm going to try this. It's called Overtone. This cinematic view, you can't really see anything, but anyways, it's called Overtone. And I got the extreme silver color. So I watched a couple of YouTube videos on how to apply that. It's very, smells good. It smells like mint. And let's see, it comes with these little gloves to keep the pigment out of your hands, I guess. So basically, you're supposed to start with dry hair. I know this is going to stain my ribs, so just don't come at me. All right, and you just take a little bit at a time, and you're just supposed to saturate your hair. Now, I got the trial size thing of it, so I don't know if it's going to be enough to do my whole head of hair, so I'm only going to do the kind of from the base of my actual hair color to start. And then, depending on how much is left, I will decide to go further than that. And let's see, after you do this, you're supposed to let it sit for anywhere up to 30 minutes. Overtone company says 15 to 20. 15 to 20 or 10 to 15, I think, is what Overtone company says to do. Some of the YouTube videos I saw, people were leaving it on for 30 minutes. And this, like I said, it's not like a permanent hair color or anything like that. It literally just is a conditioner that sort of deposits pigment on top of your hair. And I'm really kind of doing this just to see if I want to go ahead and get my whole hair done silver, my whole head done silver. But, honestly, since being on the terzepatide shots for a year, I will say that one of the side effects of that is hair loss. So my hair is about half the thickness that it used to be. So I think that this is going to be plenty to get into my hair. And I really want to get it thick in there, so I'm just going to keep doing this and
When we're done, I'll put it up in a clip probably, and to try and keep it off my robe as much as possible. And then let it hang out for minutes. It's not like turning my hair any weird colors. Sometimes when you watch the videos, they're really like, the hair gets a really dark color, the color of the actual stuff. Mine's not doing that. Of course, my hair is already color treated, although I haven't had it colored in probably a year at this point. Be a silver box. I'm just using this whole container, I guess, and we'll see what. A little bit more. Just here in the top. Oops, got it on my face. And if I like it, I'll just buy more. Before I did this, I pre-washed my hair with Olaplex, the bond strengthening conditioner and clarifying shampoo, just to make sure that my hair was ready to do this thing. So that's how much I used. It's about half of the container, honestly. And okay, so I'll be back in about 15 to 20 minutes. We'll see what happens. All right, here I am. I love it. I don't know that I would call it silver per se on my hair, but what I love is that it didn't actually cover my gray, so my gray is still growing out, and it kind of toned down that blonde a lot. You guys know I have naturally curly hair. I straightened it in order to put the stuff on, and so I figured when I finished I would have it straightened so that you could see, compare apples to apples. But actually I love this color, and I think it's a lot more like my natural color. And so if I pull it back, you're still gonna see my gray hair showing, which is nice, because I want to live in my gray. But this sort of just blends it all together a little bit better. I will definitely do this again. So this is supposed to last about 2 weeks. I generally shampoo my hair every day. I use my own natural shampoo that I make myself. So we'll see if after 2 weeks where we're at, but I will come back and let you know. Oh, I'm also going to style this. I'll show you what it's like once it's styled. Once again, thanks for watching The Idiot Farmers. We appreciate you so much. If you like this video, please click like and share, and we'll see you again in our next episode.